Hey everyone, today I am in Wahpeton, North Dakota at the Väderstad plant here, and we're going to do a quick tour here, show you some of the machines, go through the factory real quick, and then I'm going to head out to the field and see some of their machines in action. Väderstad is a Swedish company that started in the 1960s building rigid tine harrows. Rigid tine harrows were made from wood and had limited durability. Because of that, Väderstad got their start building rigid tine harrows out of iron. Inside their office here in North Dakota is a look at one of their first machines. If you would like the full history on this company, you can go to their website, Väderstad.com, and check it out there. They list it, detail it all out pretty good. Anyways, we're going to walk through the plant here. Their sales manager, Paul, who I've known for a lot of years, was nice enough to take me through the plant. I'm not going to talk about everything here. You're going to overhear him a little bit as I was filming throughout the video. But under the Väderstad name, they own and build Wishick, Wilrich, and Seedhawk. The Seedhawk products are built at their factory up in Saskatchewan. As I walk through the factory here with Paul, you'll hear him and I talking about certain things. I didn't do like a full-on interview explaining everything or catch everything on camera. And if we're just going to do a walkthrough here, you can check it all out, and then we'll head out to the field and see some of the machines in action.
About 95% of our welding is all still hand welded.
Okay.
Out of this facility.
Yep.
So
there's some rock shafts for something.
yeah, those will be for the chisel plows.
Yep.
But a lot of this is all of our fixture.
Yeah.
We call it the grocery store.
Okay.
So yeah, all of our fixtures we keep inside. You know,
Brakes.
brakes
Yeah.
and punches and everything.
Mm-hmm.
We've tried to outsource a lot of that nowadays.
Okay.
And I'll tell you what, you know when that thing's wrong. Where we do store some of our raw material.
Okay.
But when they go out to the dealer to get fastenal.
Okay.
So, 357 disc ripper.
Well, operator's manual and decals, the whole works.
On this side, it goes around
Okay.
to the end, kind of in the area where weld is. It comes into a wheelabrator, a wash, a little bit of a heat to dry, and then from there, it'll go one of two ways. We've got an automated, and then we got a manual paint booth, so we can paint two colors at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah, through there. And then there's an oven inspection, and then we pull them off. So we'll get a little closer when we get to the other
All
side.
right.
But
Yeah.
yeah, so all of this is coming out of the sub-assembly area over here.
Okay. Yeah.
We got three guys that's all they do is put these sub-assemblies together, outsource the brake and the punch.
We walked through here while they was on a break. That's why you're not seeing a lot of manufacturing going on right while we was through here.
Crane, with the exception of the far one, but everything can be done with it.
Yeah.
So, by the looks of it, by the number of sections we got here, that should be a folding unit, probably a 24 foot or a 29 foot. Yeah, everything's there, from the tires, the main frame, the adjustment arms for the wheels, everything. So that'll be a complete unit. The truck will back in with an overhead crane. We'll load that truck.
Okay.
One guy can do it, very safe that way.
Yeah. And he's responsible for tying it down.
The
trucker.
drivers are always responsible. Yeah. But
this will work.
yeah, everything. Like I said, everything gets staged down this line. It's just a kidney loop, and yeah, we stage down here, and we've got two separate colors that come out. You can see it. It creeps at about, I don't know what it is, a foot every 10 seconds or something like that. So it takes a while to get it through the system, but
Yeah. What did you say the torque is on these?
about 3,800 foot-pounds.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you can actually see them on the rack here. This is probably a completed under a 30-inch track system under our planters or strip till bars. So anything you see with yellow will go on our planter bar.
Okay.
There are some, I think there's some gray ones around here that still go.
This implement here is referred to as a hipper. They run a lot of these down in the Delta area, and you can get these in green or red. The Väderstad planters are built in Europe and imported over here to the U.S. We will be out in the field with one of those a little bit later on. I'll have a video of that coming too. We'll walk around the yard here, look at some of the wheel-rich tillage equipment, and then head out. And that's about going to wrap up this video. Just wanted to give you a quick little video tour of what I got to see at their factory office here in Wahpeton, North Dakota. We're then going to head out to the field here where I will see the 60-foot air drill running with the Seed Hawk cart behind it. And I will also get to see one of their tempo planters planting soybeans. Anyways, I will have videos of these two setups coming in separate videos. We'll go a little more in depth on the planter on that video. And with that, I would like to thank these guys for having me out here. And if you would, please go down there, hit that like button. Feel free to leave a comment. If you're new to my channel, I would appreciate if you would hit that subscribe button and check back often for new content. I am always filming, editing, and uploading videos all of the time. You can also check me out on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Farmhand Mike. As always, thank you for watching, and I will catch you on the next video.